What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Red River Aviation. Today I have a Tulsa International Airport update. This is the fourth one, the January 2019. This is the first video I'm recording in 2019, so I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody Hope you guys all enjoy it and all have a awesome 2019 and hopefully good 2018 that you guys can look back on and hopefully build off of, which is what I plan to do right now. There's a lot of stuff to go over in this update. Mainly with the new year, airlines have changed their scheduling, so there's a lot of new planes scheduled in. Sorry about the lighting. The weather is absolutely terrible today. Actually canceled school. It was so bad, so I'm able to record this about the same time I normally would. Just a little bit after school would have ended, but yeah, I've been off for solid 2 weeks now, and tomorrow's Friday. We went back on a Thursday, so I'll have the weekend back again, which I'll plan to record the Albuquerque International Airport update, which will be coming down the next couple weeks. It'll be next Friday or the Friday following, and then the final Friday of the month. I'm going to try to get some new models, no guarantees right now. There's a lot of stuff I'm working on. If you guys missed the wouldn't be surprised if you did, but if you guys missed the 2019 preview video, which came out a couple of days ago, that explained the majority of my situation right now. Just going to give a brief explanation. I'd really like to go on a trip this summer, a day trip on the American Airlines McDonnell MD-80 is the plan. I explained why in the video, so if you want to go check it out, you can. Basically, experience over models right now is what I'm thinking, and I also need a new desk with how my setup is now, so I'm working on that at the moment, while we have all everything else here as well. So hopefully I can get at least a few. There's specific ones that I really want to go get, but at the same time there's also other ones that I don't need for any of the airports that I'd like to go get. So I think I'm going to go get at least the ones that I could use for the airports. And right now Tulsa is definitely not bad. Trying to think of the Delta MD-88, and besides that, honestly, there's not a whole much more I could do to make this airport better, planes wise. Now, as of for the next month, maybe seeing the start of a board for this airport. Not necessarily that this is bad, but too much space right here, so the terminal is going to be, when I get the wood block, it's going to be similar to Albuquerque. Not gray, but when I get the block, it's going to be just a touch shorter than that, and I'll have all the foils. It's either going to be foils or it's going to be ridden again, just like Albuquerque's, something like that. I don't know, but I'd like to work on that throughout the next couple months, and hopefully have that done sometime around March, April, May. Definitely by summer, I'd like to have that done. So that's one of the priorities right now. Is to work on a board for this airport. The DFW massive project, I do not know if that's going to happen or not. It honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't, just because of this huge trip this summer. There's hopefully going to be 2 trips, so be looking out for that, because right now things are going really well for the channel. I looked at the Social Blade for December, and record-breaking numbers again, so I'm just going to keep trying to build it up. Next goal is 3,000 channel views a month, where I currently have 2,200, 550, so it's going to take a lot of good videos and a lot of patience and time as well. Just the trip ports, not having those are going to hurt, but at the same time, the backlog is really good, so hopefully the backlog is enough to keep the and January is a terrible month in YouTube from what I've heard in the past. I haven't personally experienced this because back in the day when I did it, I really didn't care, and I mean I kind of do right now, but if we have a down month, it's all right. We barely went under our we barely went in the red in December, and then we rebound immediately. So I don't know, but what I heard is March, September, June, December are the best months for YouTube. So anyways, that's a little off topic. We're already pushing 5 minutes, so we're going to get started right now. So we will start with, we're going to end with American as always. We will start with Delta. I think I'll probably start with them every update, but heck, we'll give them another start. So I'm actually going to get a little bit closer. So here we have a Delta Airlines McDonnell Douglas MD-90 filling in for an MD-88. Currently just arrived in from Atlanta as Delta flight 1291, 10:30 arrival. That's actually at 10:49. Here we have a Delta connection Bombardier Sierra Data-700. This is the one that is coming in from Minneapolis as Delta flight. Looking for it. There's Salt Lake City. There's only one Minneapolis flight right now a day, and that's just because of, I'm assuming it's something to do with New Year. Anyways, came in from Minneapolis is Delta flight 6209, operated by, I want to say it's SkyWest. That could be incorrect though. Here's another Sierra Data-700. This one arrived from Salt Lake City as Delta flight 4758, SkyWest for sure. We're gonna get Allegiant real quick. They're not flying today, I don't believe, but they've actually been flying 320, so I'm kind of happy. Or they're flying tomorrow. That's right, Monday, Friday. So here we have an Allegiant Airlines McDonnell double, or I missed that. Here we have an Allegiant Airlines Airbus E320 in old livery. This one is going to be flying as Allegiant flight 42204 with service to Orlando Sanford after arrival in as well. I haven't flown Allegiant in 3 years, so can't really comment on how it's been, but I'm assuming it's been all right. Since they haven't done anything in 3 years now, route-wise, so we'll see if they try to bring anything in 2019, but as of right now, I would not be surprised if they do not opt to do anything along the lines of that. So here's your Delta lineup, by the way. I forgot to show you that. I'm going to park Sierra J700 over here just to make it look more full and actually like a Delta section. Delta actually uses Allegiant's gate because it's not needed. That third gate is not needed at the time when Allegiant does show up. So I don't know what the co-share or what the how that works out, how the split works, but ever since Vita Air came in, they've done that. So yeah, kind of interesting. Vita Air, I've not heard anything. No model for it, of course. As for this airport, the last thing I really needed was the Frontier A320, which I got, and then have the majority of the United regionals, which there's a lot to talk about United, so that will be getting its solid 3, 4, 5 minute talk here in just a second, as we'll head over there very shortly. But yeah, back to the point though, I don't know what the status of the gate is. Besides, I think there's 3 on this side. I don't think they're as close as I have them right there, but yeah, I just thought it would be the actual board will be represented. There'll be taxiways and runways. So I'll be able to have some more variety, which American heavies. So yeah, this airport, hopefully the board will be great. I don't think I'm going to build it as a table. I don't have room for it, unless if I can demolish it. Like, no, not demolish it, but take it down if I need to. I don't know. I don't know if it'll be an 8x4 board or how I want to do it, but yeah, that's why I got the next month to think about. So anyways, there's your Delta lineup. And then Allegiant, once again, and to Orlando Sanford on the 9 o'clock departure. Here we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 with split SIM cards. He's currently loading up with service to, or just arrived from Denver as on 10:30 arrival, Southwest flight 2240. Same plane in the picture as well, not in old colors, so that's pretty cool. Here we have a Triple Crown 1 appearance. 737-700 arrived in from Dallas left field as Southwest flight 1462, and he'll be heading out to Houston Hobby in the morning. No flight number, don't want to change tabs yet. Here we have Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the new colors. He's loading up, or he just arrived from Las Vegas, Southwest flight 1498, and he'll be heading out to Phoenix later on as well. Whoops! Looks like the neck strap tilted or hit this Frontier Ups A320. This is Wilbert the Whitetail. He'll be loading up with service out to A320 Neo. Sorry, service out to Denver as was there a flight today? Maybe. Yeah, there's a flight today. 9634. Me and the Dolphin flew it this morning. Wilbert the Whitetail's flying it this afternoon. All right, it's time to get our lecture in on United. So I would say it was about a month ago or so, I looked and I frequently check the boards for a future, for what United's going to, or airlines, all the airlines are flying. So I looked one day and I saw that United was, I knew that they were going to pull their Houston main line at this point. I wasn't surprised with that, but from what it looks like they're going to be pulling their Denver main line as well. I don't have any, I'm going to go look it up right now. I don't have any news on, official news on them pulling main line, besides that they're going to go to 5 daily Denver flights on RJs. So I'm going to look up the Houston flight right now for next week and see if there's any main line, if it's just the new year has something to do with it. Okay, so we are okay, so what I have right now is I actually have a mainline flight at 7 o'clock on A319 for Denver, and then I have like 7 daily. So I'm going to go in a month in advance and see if that remains to be the case. So let's see if that remains to stay the theme. Yes, it does. So United's actually not pulling that. That was just for today. So thumbnail may have to pick something else. Okay, so they have plans, and then in March it's apparently going to go back to a 737-800 at night. So I'll just keep looking at a couple days in advance. So I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just trying to get you guys the most information. Then a 953 in April on A319, and then May. They may be keeping it. They may have changed it. Heck, I haven't looked in a couple of weeks. So I just looked at the board and there was a 929 in May. So it looks like the main line, and that's actually A320. So A320 a little early. So the Houston main line will be staying. Now it's up to the Denver main line to see if that will be staying as well. Today it was a CRJ 200 for the night flight, so I brought that in. Okay, so there is main line for next week, A320 Denver. So I'll have 2 Airbuses. So had an opportunity to buy an A319. I passed it. There still may be opportunity. Okay, so they're actually going back to their 2 daily main lines, the 12:30 A319 and the 11 o'clock A320. So looks like we're set. It's just I'm assuming there was I don't know if they were trying to see what people thought when they did that or what they were. Okay, so it does change in March, as now it's 4 daily Denver on regionals. So it looks like I'm a couple months early on this, if this is actually the case. And then April, back to 4 daily RJs and a main line, just like Atlanta for Delta. And then May, sorry it took so long, guys. Same thing. So it's kind of fluctuant on what aircraft United flies for their main line here. Consistently, it's been it hasn't been consistent, but we have been getting mainline, and I'm very happy to see that United's keeping their mainline in Houston. That is big news for Tulsa. Looks like that the Houston route's actually doing well. And fun fact, I found this very, very, very depressing, but also pretty shocking. We fly more passengers to Houston Hobby on Southwest than we fly to Chicago O'Hare on American and United combined. Charlotte's been a big destination change, so that's part of it. That's not all of it, but it's to 99,000 now, so it's under 100,000. It used to be 110, I believe, back a couple years ago. But so Dallas has also been staying solid, right under 300,000 passengers per year. And Frontier may have I don't think mainly it's just people finding better places to connect through, and Houston's been going up for United as well. So yeah, Chicago O'Hare is just a really busy place to connect through. I honestly like O'Hare. It's just very busy. I understand why a general person wouldn't like it. So yeah, I just was very surprised by that. But yeah, American's now back to RJ's on that route as well, by the way. So big news for United as they'll be keeping their mainline service. The mainline originally started in 2014 with Airbus A319s to Denver, and ever since then we've had mainline to Denver. And then we've had an off and on Houston mainline, but it looks like it's been flying mainline for 3 months, but it's finally looking like now we'll have it through the spring. So if we keep it through the summer, it's big for Tulsa because United back even a year or two ago was just Denver mainline, and it's not like we've had any new routes. I mean, the last thing United's done that was route related was pull Newark. I don't think they ever had Washington Dulles. It would have been a very long time ago if they did, but I don't think they've had it recently. So sorry about that splurge, but man, that needed to come out. So yeah, let's get to the planes before I get started on something else. So here we have a United Bombarian CRJ-200 arriving from Chicago O'Hare as a United Flight 4826 operated by American West. Air Wisconsin. That was terrible. Sorry, guys. Here you have United Boeing 730 Airbus A320 currently arriving in from Houston as UA Flight 1999 on the 11:16 arrival. And then this is gonna be a sub for E175, but here we have United Boeing 737-900ER. He's currently arriving in from Denver as UA 5258 at 11:05 arrival. So, one thing that Tulsa's been lacking has been route announcements or anything like that. The only thing we have right now is April 2nd, 2019, American Eagle, operated by Compass Airlines, will be starting 1 daily flights to Los Angeles, which is very good. Very excited about that. Sorry, that Allegiant, we're actually going to send him to Los Angeles, speaking of that, because I've sent them to Orlando Sanford every time because the MD-80 always went to Sanford, or Orlando Sanford, never went to Las Vegas or Los Angeles, so need to mix that up. LAX and LAS, we used to be getting MD-80s from Las Vegas, but that ended a while ago, and now that's completely out of the picture, so now we're just getting A319s from both destinations. We never really got anything else. Los Angeles has always been A319s, and Las Vegas was a mix of A319s and MD-80s till about 2016-17, and then changed over to all A319s. So, yeah. We're going to get started with, we'll end with the MD-80s. So we're going to hit this American Eagle Embraer 175, currently arriving in from the Chicago O'Hare as American Airlines Flight 6311, operated by Envoy Air, Embraer 175. Here we have American Airlines Boeing 737-800 arriving from Chicago O'Hare as American Airlines, Charlotte Dulles International Airport as American Airlines Flight 2662 737-800. Here we have our 8 o'clock in the evening, American Airlines Airbus A319. He's currently arriving in on the 8 o'clock arrival from Dallas-Fort Worth as American Airlines Flight 2400. And then we got our 2 MD-80s. These are morning flights, but we'll just give them night flight numbers. So this will be the 930 American Airlines McDonnell MD-83. Registration, great question. We'll go November 964 Tango Whiskey, arriving in as American Airlines Flight 1446. That should be back to an MD-80 at some point. I'll look at the flight info just to see if they've got anything confirmed on that coming back to an MD-80 anytime soon. Still a 737, so I wouldn't be surprised if it changed. I don't have time to look that up in this update if we're going to hit 20 minutes, but yeah. Anyways, coming in from DFW. I'll figure that out for next update for sure, though. I'll take a look at that. Maybe right after this update. Lots of 4 or 5 737s coming in for maintenance today. Pretty crazy. Here I have American Airlines McDonnell Douglas MD-82 November 7541 Alpha coming in as American Airlines Flight 267 on the 11:44 arrival from Dallas-Fort Worth. Sorry about that long splurge, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. Lots of news. United keeping their main lines huge for Tulsa, especially. That Los Angeles route's going to be awesome. That I don't know what day the Friday is. The route starts on Tuesday, so yeah, that Friday will be the update. So the first Friday in April. I don't know what's coming out next week. It's either going to be a one of the videos I've had planned for a while, or it'll be the Albuquerque National Airport update. But be expecting something good next week. Keep in touch on social media. Been having a couple questions, so keep those coming in. Enjoy listening to them. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to keep watching, go down to playlist in the description for trip reports, more Tulsa, Albuquerque to Dallas Fort Worth International Airport updates, and also the specials playlist. There's a lot of great videos in there if you're looking for something to do. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And Red River Aviation signing off.